Hello, I'm Hixxy, and you can catch me, Recon and Squaddy, performing the only Raver Baby PA of the year at Cybrationz on the 22nd of August at the SeOne.
Okay, Hixxy, welcome to the first broadcast of Cybrationz TV. Thanks for meeting us here today. We're obviously going to talk about the big night on the 22nd of August over at SeOne. Listen, you've been a DJ for some years of note. When did you start playing, and what was your first event? Can you remember your first event?
Yeah, quite a long time ago. It's a bit hazy. I'd been into sort of like DJing and rave and just all sorts up until, I don't know, from about sort of 11, 12 onwards. It was sort of the thing at school that a few of us were getting into. Then it was, well, it was classed as acid music. And then it sort of transferred, it carried on going, and it went into sort of like rave. It was classed as rave. And then, I don't know, I got into the DJing side of things, and I just really wanted to play out, because it was, you know, there was events, the Fantasia events were massive back then as well, especially down here. And then there was loads of illegal stuff going on, and it was always about the DJs that you knew of. And obviously, well, Carl Cox was probably one of the most famous that was sort of kicking around. Fabio and Groove Rider, and then locally there's one called Albury, which, you know, he was just amazing. So I just wanted to follow in their footsteps really, and then scraped up some sort of like money. I got a deck for my birthday, and then scraped up some money to get another one a couple of years later. And then I'd done a few little like sort of parties, free parties and things like that, and then had a really good break with Ramos and Supreme. Met them in Portsmouth in a record shop. Supreme was actually at the time an MC. Not a very good one either. And he'd be honest with that as well. He was a much better DJ. But he was putting on events over the Isle of Wight under the name Overload, and he just listened to what I was on about, because they knew me, because I was always in the record shop buying everything that they could give me. One day he just said, jump on the decks and let's have a look, and I jumped on the decks in the shop, and he was like, mate, you know, we want to book you. And it sort of went from there really. That was my first, I'd say my first real proper break was Zanies, the club was called, on the Isle of Wight. And again, over there, it was wicked. I was following people like Carl Cox, Dougal. At the time, it was the first time we had met someone that we had heard of from, up north, and they came down. Rat Pack, Top Bars, Fabio Groove Rider. He was booking all these names, and that was just mad for me, just going there and DJing at a place that my absolute heroes were playing at. It was quite mad, and it just sort of carried on from there really. The bookings started coming in all over the show, and then just started with the studio, and here I am still.
Listen, the website, everyone's excited about the live PA. There's, first and only one you're doing this year. All the talk on the internet is about this live PA. Do you want to tell us a little bit about stuff you've done in the past, and maybe give us a hint as to what we can expect on the night?
At the moment, we're just getting some rough ideas together. We don't often do PAs, to be honest, because they're hard work to get together, and to be honest, you can't ever do them totally live. Anyone who says they're doing it totally live is talking absolute shit, because dance music is programmed and it's program based. However, you can do things as live as possible to give it a bit more of an interaction feel. It's like DJing, basically. I can get two records and do something quite different with them in one club, and then in the next club think, oh, I know what I'll do with them this time round. I'll try, changing the EQs, put some effects on them and things like that. And that's basically what we do with our PAs. The last one we done was at Raver Baby up in Cambridge. And we just went for it. We just got all the singers do perform live. I played keyboards live, Darren Styles played keyboards live, and again, we say live, we were playing stuff over the top, and if it was a real obvious riff that you can keep in time and keep up and everything else, then yeah, we done a few, and Darren Styles done a vocal of You're My Angel, and I played the piano under You're My Angel live. And things like that people can hear, because listening back to the CD of it, you can hear the odd mistake, which is nice. But we don't tend to do them, because I watch too many PAs from you know, all types of genres of music, and they batter on how they're doing it live, and you look at them and you think, well, you ain't even trying to do it live. So at least with us, we're going to have a go at doing something that is interesting. It keeps the crowd interested. It's not just a DAT playing in the background or a CD playing in the background that people are going to stand there and think that, oh my god, Recon's amazing at playing that, and it's a riff that's going at 170 plus BPM. It's actually impossible to play. So we're just going to do some stuff with some drums. You know, we're going to do some live programming with drums and things like that. That's the type of stuff you can 100% do live and actually make it sound really good. So we're excited by it. Like I said, we don't like doing too many PAs. This one came in. It's a great opportunity for us because it's a club that we haven't been in for a long time. And we just said, yeah, we jumped at the chance to do it really. So it'd be good. Come and see.
So you've regularly contributed towards Cybrationz over the years at our other events. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your memories of the events in the past, and perhaps, you know, our big move up to London for SeOne, possibly one of the country's finest nightclubs?
Yeah, it's good that Cybrationz is back. You know, there's promoters you pay for throughout your career that you enjoy working for, and Cybrationz just had this buzz going, especially down with the Bournemouth crowd. It was, you know, it was amazing down there. It was at a time when hardcore had its little stumble, and you know, I could walk into some clubs and it'd just be dead, but you could guarantee to walk in up there and it would just be heaving, you know, and it was the atmosphere. What I liked about it, and I love this, and there's only a few clubs it happens with, where I could actually come on and probably play, you know, techno, drum and bass, garage, anything. I could probably drop anything in my set and they wouldn't take a blind bit of notice. They'd just carry on the same, going for it, screaming at you, shouting at you, trying to just go nuts. And down there, they captured that, and so it's good if you know, they continue with doing things at SeOne. That's another great club that needs, you know, regular raves, because it's one of them clubs that if you've never been in SeOne, you walk in there and it's just, well, it's amazing to walk around because it's all tunnels. You're in quite a strange place for a nightclub really, because it's all like mad tunnels, and you walk into one room and then you have to walk through that room to get to another room, and then you walk out the back and all of a sudden you find this other room. So if Cybrationz mix that with the SeOne, then yeah, it's going to be spot on.